surviving the toilet world. Everyone is trapped alone in a bathroom stall. Each toilet only gives 10 flushes a day, and every flush is like a lottery draw. Some people score supplies and live comfortably, but others get something dangerous and vanish forever. People can chat or trade with each other through a screen on the toilet lid. Anything they get from the toilet can be used to upgrade their stall and their toilet. This guy was at a diner on his 18th blind date. Then he went to the bathroom, and him along with the toilet he was sitting on got transported to this strange room he was now in. Suddenly the screen in front of him lit up, showing his name and his level, along with a global chat, a trading hub, and a leaderboard. He didn't rush to flush. Instead, he opened the global chat and it was buzzing. People were asking where they were and what they should do, and some guy was complaining that he just won 5 million in the lottery and got sent here. But that wasn't what he was looking for. After waiting a few seconds, some useful info finally popped up. Someone flushed and got a piece of bread. Another person got a mutant cockroach bigger than their head. And some guy flushed, and his profile picture went dark right after. So he stood up and noticed some yellow stains on the toilet seat. He muttered to himself about the toilet being gross. Then he heard a faint voice. It said, "Ugh, it's a guy, what a bummer." Hearing that, he quickly turned his head, but there was nothing there. Then the voice spoke again, telling him to stop looking, saying this place was empty except for the two of them, not even a fly. His jaw dropped. This toilet could actually talk, so he cautiously waved at the toilet, asking if it was the one talking. The toilet got so startled it sprayed out water, and asked how he could hear it. This got him thinking, could this be some kind of cheat ability? Sure, being able to talk to a toilet was weird, but in this world where everyone was stuck in a bathroom, it was definitely a top-tier advantage. Thinking that, he asked the toilet, "Dude, you seem like a smart toilet. Can you tell me how much you know about this game?" After hearing that, the toilet got all smug and said, "You got good instincts when it comes to flushing." And the expert, right before someone hits that flush button, he can already tell what's going to come up from the tank. That made his eyes light up. It was like having the answers before the test. So he eagerly asked it what was coming out on his next flush. The toilet was quiet for a moment, then said it was a creepy hair monster giving off bad vibes. It would wrap itself tight around him until he died. That sent a chill down his spine. A monster right from the start, but did he have a choice? The toilet just laughed like it was funny and said no. Flushing was mandatory, and each flush had a timer. If he didn't flush in time, he would get a random, even worse punishment. But the toilet had a hidden special ability. It could skip the flush and just refresh to the next item. This skill had a 5-minute cooldown though, and the important thing was, skipping didn't use up a flush. His heart jumped with joy. This meant within a limited time frame, he basically had unlimited chances to filter. Skip definitely skipped that hair monster. He asked how long until the 5-minute cooldown was over. The toilet buddy lazily answered, "What was the rush, still 3 minutes left." Then a system voice cut him off, announcing a rule update: bathrooms could be upgraded, and players had to figure out the upgrade conditions themselves. At the same time, his personal info screen changed. A new section appeared for a soulbound item, showing the toilet's level and skills. He instantly understood. Just by talking to the toilet, he could see the answers directly. And right now, there were only a few dozen seconds left on the skip cooldown. He stared at the timer, telling his toilet buddy to get ready. They were about to refresh. With a little rumble from the toilet, the hair monster that was about to come out just vanished into thin air. Then the toilet's voice suddenly got scared and said, "Kid, the next thing coming is an even more vicious psychic-type monster." It would throw used toilet paper at him and let out a sharp laughing sound to dizzy him. He decided to skip as soon as the cooldown was done. The next few minutes for him were a trip pushing the limits of imagination. He ran into things that would make his feet slip, like a bar of soap dropping into the toilet, and a mutant toilet brush that would give him a deep clean, and then something that had no real side effects, but was so gross it would make him puke. But luckily, the next refresh brought a newbie gift pack. It was a package with a little bow on it, containing 4 items. A toilet seat, 500 milliliters of water, a small piece of rye bread, and a piece of parchment. His eyes were totally fixed on that toilet seat. The toilet's voice got so excited it cracked, telling him to put it on now. He couldn't wait to feel that warmth. The moment he installed it, a soft glow came from the toilet, lighting up the tiny room instantly. Then a bunch of system notification sounds went off in his head, announcing a successful upgrade to level 2. Daily base flushes increased to 20. He quickly opened his info panel to check, and saw the toilet had turned into a clean ceramic one, and it had a new inspect skill. He could now touch things to see basic info on most items. What surprised him even more was his flush count went up to 20, double what everyone else had. Next, he focused on the other 3 things. First, he checked out that old-looking parchment, and it turned out to be a blueprint for a storage box. He was happy. He was just thinking about where to put stuff. It was perfect timing. But the materials needed 10 units of wood and 2 units of plant fiber. Luckily, he only used 5 flushes to get the wood and plant fiber, so he made a simple storage box. With a flash of bright light, a wooden box landed on the floor. He went over and opened it. It had 10 empty slots inside, plenty of room for everything he had so far. So he put the remaining water and bread, along with the extra 3 units of plant fiber, all inside. The whole space felt much cleaner and more organized. Then a message in the global chat caught his eye. Someone was trading a blueprint to expand their floor by 1 square meter for 2 pieces of bread and 2 bottles of water. They said the blueprint was real and liars would have bad luck. His eyes widened. His current space was so small he could barely turn around. If he could get 1 more square meter, not only would he have more room to move, but it would be good for future growth. but he only had a little piece of bread and half a bottle of water, nowhere near enough for the trade, so he immediately told the toilet, "Emergency mission starting now, forget all materials." They were only looking for food and water, and they had to be fast. He was afraid someone else would grab the blueprint. The toilet could tell things were urgent, and used its sensing ability at full power. Soon it found a soda, 2 slices of white bread, and a sausage. He didn't hesitate, and immediately sent a direct trade request. The next second the trade went through. He breathed a huge sigh of relief. At the same time, the other person sent him a private message saying thanks man. He owed him one. After closing the chat, he looked at the blueprint. The materials needed to expand his space were 10 units of wood and 10 units of stone, so he started flushing again. It started off well. He was only missing 4 stone and 10 wood to have all the materials needed. He put the stone in the storage box and casually said, "Nice work, buddy. Keep it up, toilet friend." The toilet got all proud and said, "Of course, just because he's a toilet doesn't mean." Sensing this stuff wasn't his strong suit, it was like a system afterglow. He could use that feeling to calculate the spawn rate of similar items. It wasn't always right, but it was a useful guide. So, using that pattern, the toilet flushed up another 5 stone. He now had more than enough stone. After that, he had the toilet focus only on wood. By the time he used his 8th flush, a full 15 units of wood were piled up in the toilet. With all the materials gathered, he started crafting right away, successfully expanding his space from 1 square meter to 2. Just then, a global announcement sounded 3 times, congratulating player Li Yan for being the first in the world to expand their space. As the first pioneer, they were rewarded with a pioneer's chest. This announcement was like a bombshell, instantly blowing up the global chat. People were asking what space expansion meant, and if their bathrooms could really get bigger. They wondered what a pioneer's chest and reputation points were, asking if the game had hidden rewards. He quickly opened the luxury leaderboard, and sure enough, his name was at the very top, followed by a reputation score of 10 points. Then, the toilet's voice was filled with shock and excitement too.